Today's episode, we are interviewing Sadie Fine, brought to you by American Musical Arts Group. I'm Joshua Parker, known as DJ Parker, and this is Unique Beatz Studio. You're here for another Parker radio show.
Hey everybody, let's go. I'm hoping that you're ready for another episode. You know we play that music in the UB studio. And now it's time to welcome everybody to the Parker Radio Show. Everybody, let's go. I'm hoping that you're ready for another episode. You know we play that music in the UB studio. And now it's time to welcome everybody to the Parker Radio Show.
How we doing out there, everybody? We're here for another Parker radio show, here live at Unique Beatz Studio. With special thanks to our nation's finest, thank you for your service. Want Target relief fast? Now you can enjoy the best-selling One Less CBD Tropical Inflammation Cream. Get yours for free, plus shipping. Limited time offer. Go to www.onelesscbd.com/UB Radio. Who we have as participants there in the background? Are your parents watching?
Dad is here.
Very nice. Tell your dad I said hi. He's more than welcome to come up here and listen in if he'd like.
I think he's listening in.
We're going to go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight into the questions, okay?
Okay, awesome.
Telling us a little bit about yourself and how you came to love music.
So I am a 17-year-old. I'm a junior in high school, and I live in Clarksville, Tennessee. I started off singing at a very young age. My dad was in the military for most of my childhood until I was a teenager. We moved around a lot, but during that I played like pretty much everywhere I could. I sang the national anthem for hockey, and I did like the America's Got Talent for the military. And then when I was 13, I started getting pretty heavily bullied in school, and music was just kind of my outlet for actually writing and talking about what was going on, and it changed my life.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm sorry that you got bullied, but
It's okay.
Think your dad first. The troops, I mean, we support our troops. So what was it like living and growing up in a military
It was
Are we having a little bit of lag, or can you hear me okay?
it lagged for a second. I didn't quite hear what you said. I'm sorry.
You're fine. What was it like living in a military background? Were you on base? Tell us a little bit about that. I mean,
Yeah, it was I think it was very different from most like my friends' upbringings. I moved around a lot. I was actually born in England, and we moved all the time. I switched schools like every 2 to 3 years growing up, and we lived overseas. We lived in Germany, England, and then we moved back to the States. And I lived in Maryland, South Dakota, Tennessee. Like it was a really great experience, but I think it brought me pretty close to my direct family, like my siblings and my parents, and I changed friends a lot. It was a good experience. It was just also a rough experience, I think.
sure. So what were some of your first memories as a singer, and was there a particular artist that you idolized at a young age?
Some of my first memories were coming into my parents' room and saying, I learned a whole song, and then showing them that I could sing a whole song without any music and like have the correct pausing and like knowing all the words. I idolized Amy Winehouse at a very young age. My dad was a big fan of her, and I remember him playing it in the car, and I just loved it. I would sing along.
Well, that's very nice. Since the beginning of your music career, what kind of training have you been through to get to where you are now?
I actually have never had any lessons. I learned everything on my own, writing with other people, as well as playing live consistently. Recording my own music has taught me a lot, and I'd love to learn more, get trained, but I think that just learning from other peers and people around me has taught me so much already.
Sure, just shadowing, sitting in on other artists,
Yeah,
other
exactly.
music realms, learning from them. That's exactly how I learned. We're all self-taught, so
Yeah.
that's a very nice thing. And I know your family's always encouraged you to pursue a career in the music industry. Let's talk a little bit about your performing. How would you describe your onstage personality?
I'd say I'm silly. Like I'm kind of awkward, and I think it's kind of funny, and in a way that I kind of just like say what comes to my mind, and I talk about my life, and I like to let people know what's actually going on. I don't really hide anything. I'd say I'm pretty open and outgoing on stage, a little different than my personality off stage.
What were some of your memorable performances and what made them so memorable?
I played at the Bluebird. I've played twice, but my favorite time I played in a circle round, which is a round where they kind of just like put you face to face with your other artists. There's like four, and you're all just like looking at each other, and it's very intimate. There's about 100 to 150 people sitting there, and it's really really quiet. But it's just the most memorable thing because everybody's really listening to your music, and then afterwards you have so many people coming up to you and like telling you how they connected with your songs and your stories, and I just think it's an amazing thing.
Going to you performing there at the Bluebird, would you rather perform in front of a smaller setting or something like maybe an arena or something like that?
I'd love to play in a bigger setting, but I genuinely feel that it's more intimidating to play in front of people in a smaller setting because you really have to look at them and you can see kind of what they're thinking. You can see their emotions on their face. But I'd love to play in front of a big arena, but I think small it's kind of fun. It's a little scary.
So besides music, what are some of your favorite pastime activities or things you enjoy doing?
I'm into theater. I am in a play right now for school, and I enjoy acting, but I enjoy doing the like normal teenage things. I like to go out and hang out with my friends, and I love to drive. Driving is one of my favorite things.
Oh, wow. Once you get a little older and your parents are always like, hey, will you go to the store and get me this and this, then you won't like the driving so much.
They keep telling me that, but I just love it. I don't know.
Well, that's good. That's very good. Give me 3 words that would describe your personality and why.
I'd say outgoing, excited. I'm always excited about things, and maybe slightly awkward.
So you had a song, Somebody Like You, currently come out. I do believe it was one of your 4 singles on your EP. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's a song that I recorded with Stefan Skarbeck, which was actually really cool because he's Amy Winehouse's producer, and she's one of my biggest idols. It's kind of about being in a relationship with somebody, but you're thinking of somebody else, which sounds terrible, but it did happen. And I really love it. I think it's a really catchy song, and I think it's a lot different than what I normally do. I think this whole EP is just kind of showing a different side of me. There's so many, they're all so different, but I love them. This one came out actually on Friday, so.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't blame you for wanting me back, but I don't think the 4th time will ever last. We should have known that the odds were stacked against us. What pulls us together, what tears us apart? You say that our love is a work of art, but even the blind can see that you are just selfish. My heart is getting sore, can't take it anymore, so I'm gonna leave. jump on a sinking ship. Go back to a job I already quit. I know that you think that you are the shit, and I agree. So I'm gonna go anywhere you're not, and I'm gonna kiss anyone I want. All you can do for me now is stop me from being happy. My heart's ready to soar, can't take it anymore. So I'm gonna leave, baby, gonna leave, baby, before we get too deep, baby, gonna creep, baby, out the door. I'm willing to be anything but yours. Your time around the rope that you cling to when you're going down. I wish you could stand on your own, but you don't know how. So I'm gonna leave, baby, gonna leave, baby, before we get too deep, baby, gonna creep, baby, out the door. I'm willing to be anything but yours. I'm willing to be anything but yours.
Boy, we're excited. So, fan interaction is an important part of being an artist and most rewarding. Any stories you have about fans that have maybe reached out to you, or fans that yelled at you in public, maybe, or seen you at a performance?
Yeah, actually, I have a lot of people that from Nashville that will come to my gigs, and they come back every single year, and they've watched me grow as an artist from the time I was 14 to now 17. And it's super funny because I'll see them like every year, and they'll be like, hey, we came in just to see you. And they've just watched me grow as a person and as an artist. And I think it's the coolest thing ever that people, like multiple dozens of people, they do it every year. And it's just, I don't know, it's the most heartwarming thing that people care enough to do that.
And so tell us a little bit how you interact with those fans and what you got coming up.
I try and I sit down and talk to people for a little bit after, and maybe even before I play. I try and interact with people on stage. I try and ask questions and keep people engaged, as well as tell my own stories and tell them about what my songs are about, or funny little things in between songs. I don't know. I love talking to people. It's one of my favorite things. So if I can, I always do.
So fan interaction, like I said, is very important. Where can we find you on social medias? Where can our fans go to see your schedule so they can come and see you play?
You can find me on all social medias at Sadie Fine Sings Fine, as well as I have a website at sadiefine.com, and you can find all my shows on either my social media or my website.
So I want to thank you, Sadie, for taking time out to interview us here on the Parker Radio Show powered by Unique Beatz. You're a great new addition to the lineup of artists, and we're honored to play your new song, Somebody Like You. Again, thank you for taking the time out, and we look forward to seeing you at a live show down in Nashville.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for being so supportive and playing my music.
You're very welcome. You have a great day.
You too.
This is D-Shot Renard, and you're listening to the Parker Radio Show. It's that home with the good stuff, home with the new music everybody wanna listen to, so tell me what you really gonna do. When we got DJ Parker on the ones and twos, D-Shot on the beat, so you know we can't lose. Check me out on Instagram at D-Shot Renard, and also check out D-Shot_1 on TikTok for some more daily raps and freestyles.